afternoon. I'm here to introduce to you our future. In one hand, imagine a black folder filled with plans for future growth and prosperity. In the other, an empty manila folder. This emptiness is representative of what legacy we're leaving for our children should we continue to be inactive and uninformed. This video, however, is not designed to go into details about the plan or overemphasize the downside of our just current condition. In fact, it's designed to actually show the upside and present step 2 to our continued journey to gain abundance. Step 1 was completed by our ancestors who fought in the civil rights movement. They got us as far as they could, so now we have degrees and various talents and new experiences to help further our progress. But we definitely need to differentiate between the American economy and the Black American economy. Basically, when the American economy is great, the Black economy is good. When the American economy is good, the Black economy is fair. When the American economy is hurt, the Black economy is hurt the worst. Does anyone think that maybe we should spend more time enhancing our economy so we aren't suffering just because some Republicans want to go to war, or some people like Bernie Madoff and conspirators for Enron, AIG, and JP Morgan aren't in a position to catch us with our pants down? In the midst of bad economic times that all countries, great and small, go through, isn't it clear now that it's necessary to redirect the course of our money? Most will agree with this statement. However, few have solutions or actually incorporate the type of spending habits that would make channels of black money flow and stay with us. Until today, that is. It's called centralized tithing, and it will be organized under Project Malachi. The black church is probably one of the only organized, stabilized, and energized institutions available to us as a means to secure our future. It's the only place where black people collectively and actively give, in particular, money. Lots and lots and lots of money. It makes one wonder, what would happen if that huge flow of currency was just more centralized? Say, for instance, when our ancestors actually adopted Christianity on the plantations, and in addition to using it as a front to lead Africans into Canada and the West for their freedom, we continuously collected the weekly tithes over the past 400 years. How much do you think that'd be now? Though it's difficult to say exactly how much, it was estimated that the black church generates between $420 billion since 1981. A large portion of that number is from the success Africans have enjoyed in recent years. Our future seems very bright if we begin to look at what we do have as opposed to what we don't have. In reality, we underrate ourselves economically. Our dollars make up a significant portion of this economy. The only reason we conceive our economic viability is weak is because we're not organized, and because of that, others can take advantage of us. Remember what Tommy Hilfiger and the Timberland company made those comments? He was comfortable making those comments because the only people who were really upset by them actually didn't wear their clothes anyway. But imagine if you would have made that statement when Malcolm or Martin was around. There would have been a boycott of his particular products, and he would have lost millions. People like Amos Wilson and Farrakhan and more other intellectual figures have been urging an economic plan. And the biggest part of this economic plan was to simply stop making everyone else rich. However, not to belabor this point, raised in barbershops, bars, on your job, and anywhere else we talk about what we need to do. The good news is I have great news. Here's one thing that we can do. And you don't have to give up your pork. You don't have to go back to Africa. If you got a white girlfriend, she can stay. Hell, you can be gay. You can still be the most overspendingest, 10-car gettingest, $1,000 weed buyingest, money wastingest person that you may be now. Or even one of the bougiest, can never go to the hood, never visit, soul sellingest, only happy next to white folks, hate everything black, Uncle Ruckus type of somebody. The only condition is that we do better for the kids. So here's what I'm proposing by 2013. A network of 100,000 churches to indefinitely give a pledge of $10 a week. That's a cool $1 million every week that would accumulate for the purpose of controlling our environment. We can pay for our own children's books, our schools, tutors, and for the type of curriculum that produces the great minds that we'll need for our future. How many kids do you think we can put through college with a collection like that? How many businesses could we bail out? And God forbid we have another Katrina or earthquake in Haiti. How many of our own people could we actually take care of here and in the rest of the world when everyone else turns their back on us? I mean, hell, after all these years, we've helped the European powers for the 400 years of free labor, 2 million men and women joining the services. We've given them every kind of music, the science of sociology, justice, the pyramids, mathematics. Well, hopefully you get the point by now. If you, if we did it back then, we can do it again. The purpose of this message is to simply notify that I'm espousing such a cause and that I make light of the situation because of how quickly I know things can change. It's imperative that we change things now. I am urging everyone to make a pledge to your local church and make them aware that this fund drive to create a black safety net. Your assignment is to go to the pastors and all of your sister churches to first see if we can accumulate these pledges so when the account is open they can contribute $10 weekly. See, that's nowhere near what these churches actually bring in. Most pastors make in excess of $90,000. So how could they say no? They have no problem asking us for donations. I think it's time that we demand the same from them so that we can truly do God's work collectively. I've been tithing since I was small, and every Sunday they would proudly read, "Bring the tithes into the storehouse so there may be meat in the house. So see that I shall pour out an overflowing blessing." And then, of course, everyone knows the passage. Well, collectively, we need more meat in our house. And when the pastors make in excess of $100,000, even at small churches, then they are fully capable of giving back a tiny, tiny portion for the continuity of our community. Spread the word.